Hi, welcome again. So today we are going to learn a very important topic today, which is joins in SQL Server. So there are 4 types of joins available in SQL Server. So what the joins are for? So basically when we have to connect one table with another table, we use join. And we have already understood in our last videos the relationship between a foreign key and then primary key and then parent and child. If you've not seen, please go back and watch that video. So now we know that we can connect more than one table, then we need joins. Okay, so today we are going to understand this with few examples, and in real time it is part of your daily activities that you have to work with join. You have to make use of joins to get the desired data. So it's like, suppose suppose business wanted to know that which are the customers who placed the order today. So let's say, so now definitely there is a customer table and there is a order table. So to get the customer information and the order information together, you need to combine 2 tables. This is why we need joins. So that's the theoretical part. Now, sometimes we actually need different output when we combine 2 tables. Depends on what's the business need. Sometimes we wanted to combine maybe more than 1 or 2 or 3 tables. In a business scenario, I will explain one business scenario. Sometimes we need all the customer who placed orders or who do not place the order, doesn't matter, but we want to see all the customers, and we also wanted to see all if the customers has placed the orders. Sometimes we want a common information should be returned by combination of 2 tables, which is a join. So now whenever our retrieval depends on our business need, we have to pick a proper join. In SQL Server, there are 4 types of joins available, which is, one is, to start with, a simple inner join. Inner join basically is nothing but compare both the side based on the column value what we are giving in the mapping. So mapping, we give it in on condition, which we'll see very soon practically. So before that, I just wanted to give you some insight theoretically. So now we know that we need the common information when both the things satisfying some values. Let's say the customer who placed order today. So we are also satisfying only those customers out of 50. Let's say only 10 customers placed an order today, and there is a orders. So in this, there is a 1 year data, 1 year orders. But only 10 customers out of 50 placed an order. So we only want orders from the order tables, maybe 10, and we only want 10 customers who placed the order today. So we are only interested to see these data together: customer name, order date, order quantity, price, and all. In this scenario, we are required to fetch information from both the side, a common information, which is satisfying on the both the side. In that scenario, we pick inner join. Sometimes business wanted to see a report with all 50 customers having a simple tabular format, all the 50 customers. Beside that, the information, if they placed an order, yes or no, if they placed it, how much they bought, something. So even they want all the customers, what they will do with this report? With this report, they can make a call to the customers who did not buying regularly, who did not buy this entire month, and they can make a call and give them some discount. So every information is important. But in SQL Server, we have to change the type of join in case if we want one side of the data to show up all of it, and the other side will only show the, which the keys or values are matching. So when we have something like that, we use left join. So most of my students get confused between left join, right join. inner join. So inner join can we remember the common data on the both the side. Only matching rows from both the side will bring to the SQL Server result set. Left hand side means whenever we use left inner join or left join, sorry, it means our hero is which side. Always remember, our hero is on the left side. When we say left join, it means we are giving priority to the left side of the table. It means we are expecting all the data to show up from the left side of the table, and from the right side of the table will only come which are the common based on the mapping column. Now, when we change the right join, the third join is the right join. In the right join is the same strategy. Now, in this story, the hero is sitting on the right side. So whichever table is on the right side, all the data will come from the right hand side of the table, and only matching data will come from the left hand side of the table. So now we have seen three cases: left side, right side. Inner join means common. What happen in case we want both the side, even though they matched or not, they found the common grounds or not? Then we have a full outer join. So there are these four joins are sufficient to serve your need of your business. Okay. So how to pick and which is left, which is right, how do we understand? So let's see theoretically. Okay. So in here, you can refer our website for this blog, and you can copy all these examples. So right now, let's first understand the inner join. As I said, inner join basically find matching values from both the sides. How the syntax goes? Syntax goes, select star from table 1, inner join table 2. Based on what? We have to specify something. We have to give some column name in its own condition, so that it needs some grounds. How does it matches from one table to another? You remember our yesterday's examples where we deal with foreign key and primary key, where we were creating a constraint as a foreign constraint. I hope you remember that example. So we always need some common grounds to connect from table A to table B. If there is no common ground, what we are trying to fetch? Joins are nothing but can help you to retrieve some related information from table A to table B. If both the tables does not have any common grounds, common values, common columns, then it makes no sense to combine two entities. Okay. We will also understand that another concept called cross join. So cross joins happens when there is no common ground between two tables. So that's another day's topic. Today, let's again get back to our inner join. So in on condition, we are basically specifying that from table A, what is the column is referring in another table as a foreign key. So one side, you remember our parent and child. So in the parent, it will be a primary key, maybe employees, maybe it's a department ID, department name, and in employee table, it becomes, as a foreign key as a department ID. So now we know that we have to pick a common column, which is common in both the tables, and we have to apply in the on condition. So now let's quickly create two tables, and then we'll try all the four types of joins. Yeah. So I'm going to create first customer, and I'm also copying the inserting script. Done. Okay, so now my customer has 4. Let me run it just to show you. Okay, so you can see I have 4 customers: Adam, Robert, Judy. Okay, their cities, their addresses, their customer IDs. Okay, perfect. Now let's also try to create the another tables. So you remember foreign key? Yeah. So we have seen in our previous videos. Okay, so let's try this. And I'm also inserting some data into it. Let me, okay. So yeah, done. Okay. Now you remember here I'm referring this customer ID, which belongs to orders tables. I'm referring to my customer table, which is a customer ID. You remember just now we created this. In our previous example also, we have used the same tables. Okay, so here, this is a primary key here, you can see. Here, this will become a foreign key in our orders tables. It means we are trying to store a related data to the customers. We can't store into the same customer tables. So we have a separate entity called orders. There we are storing related data to the customers. Okay. Now, table is done. Now let's try to get inserted. Okay, 3 rows got inserted, and then let me run. Yeah, you can see the sequence. The sequence is first starting with the order ID, order date, and customer ID. It means this is the primary key. That's the date of order has been placed, and that's the customer ID. Who is one? If you go and one, you can see Adam. Adam is the person who placed an order on 1st of Feb in 2023. Okay, so let's see. Let me show you this tables. Okay, so you can see, right? So let me show both the tables together so you can relate a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you can relate this. Okay. So you can see there's a one customer who placed order twice on the 1st and 3rd of Feb. Okay. So now let's try with our first join. So let's see here. Select customer.firstname and orders from order date. So here we are referring two tables. You can see from customer inner join orders on condition. In on condition, we are referring customer ID from the customer tables, order from the order table, customer ID, the same name, the same column, but it is in the orders table. This customer ID is referring, it's created as a foreign key and referring to the parent. Who is the parent? The customer is the parent. Okay, so let's try to run. Okay, now you can see, yeah, I just discussed, right? Adam has placed on the 1st Feb, 3rd Feb, right? Then Adoja has placed on the 2nd Feb, right? So we can see the customer names and orders, right? Now in here, you remember, right? Let me show it again. How many customers we have? 4. But out of 4, how many has placed the order? Only Adam and Adoja, right? These two guys has only placed the orders. So we are referring a common data. We are referring a common data from both the side. That is a part of inner join. Okay, now let's try to learn this. The same thing with left join. Okay, so let's see it here. So now you can see here, these two customers are coming with null. Okay, now if I want my sales team to go behind them and try to give them more discounts on emails and mobile numbers or something, then we can have more clients and more sales, right? So this information is important when we need all the customers irrespective of whether they placed an order or not, right? So using the left join, which side do you see the left table? On the wherever this keyword left join is written, what is the left side? So you can see the customer table. Let me put it in one line so you can simply relate. Yeah, now you see, right? So one of my students got confused. This is why I'm drawing this, So you see, this is our box. So the left side is this table, right? The right side is this table, right? This is the left. This is the right. So now when we use left join, it means we are saying all the data from the customers and only matching data from orders. Okay. So our business scenario is to bring all the customers. Okay. so that we can use left join. In the same condition, if you do the right join, who becomes the boss? Then all the orders will show up, and only the customers who placed an order, only those customers will show up. Okay. So let me clear the drawing and let me run it again. Okay, you see, now I'm just going to change it. Right join. Now you see, only those customers who placed an order. Now who is the hero here? The right side table is the hero here. Okay, you can see all the data, because there are 3 rows, only 3 rows in the order, so all the rows are coming. Okay, so okay, now if I want all the data, then let's keep going. Left join. You see, if you use full outer join, let's try it. I'm going to write this and then run it. You see, now all the orders, all the customers will show up. Okay, because now there is no restriction. Then how exactly it is working? It is working based on the customer ID. You know how this things works. Let me do little drawing and then let me explain you a little more. Okay, so how exactly join works? That's what I'm going to do a dry run. Dry run is something which we try to understand from row by row operations. No, that will help you to understand with the easy way. Okay, so I'm going to pick. So let's say here we are trying to combine both the tables, right, based on the customer ID. Okay, this is the column, right? Okay, now based on this column we are trying to join, right, using what? Let's say first we are doing inner join. Our first type of join, inner join. Now how it actually deal? It first pick the first value and it's try to find into the another tables. So there are 4, you can see there are 4 rows, right? So at least so every row will get picked up once in the execution, first execution, and it will pick the value which we have given in our own condition, which we have given as a customer ID, which will go and look for the data into this particular, sorry, let me erase it. Yeah, let me point out to the right column. Okay, so it will come here. It will go and look for this. It will say, first it will check the first row. It will say found, yes. If it is found, then what it will do? What we have set in our result set, we have set the first name from customer table, which is Adam. Adam will come and sit here. Okay, done. What is the second column we have choose? We have choose the date, order date. Then it is matched. So it will say, yes, it is matched. Then this row, this particular column data will go and come here as a 23, 02, 01. Okay, sorry for the bad writing, but yeah, so this is how it will pick up. Then it will look for the second row. Still it is 1. It for the one customer ID, it is looking all the orders. Then second row, is 1 equal to 2? No. So there is no match to the second row. There is nothing to be retrieved on the second row. Okay, then it will go to the third row. Here it is a match. Yes, it is a match. Then what it will do? It will again pick the Adam and again keep it here. Then again it will pick this date and keep it here. This is how it will say, okay, now row number 1 from our main customer table is done. Okay, now execution is keep happening row by row. Okay, now it comes to the second row. Now it will pick, let me clear the drawing and then we'll start again. Now it will pick the second value and it will try to look for the first row. Will it match? No. Then again, it will look for into the second row. Will it match? It did. Yes, 2 equal to 2. Yes, it is matched. Then again, you remember, right? We were already having 2 rows, right? Here it will say, yes, there is a match. So I'm going to place this date and this guy here and this date here into the third row. Okay, then it will look for done. Then it will look for the third. No match. So far 3 rows we were able to retrieve. No match. Okay, now I'm going to clear the drawing. Then it will look for the third customer ID. Found? No. Try again. Second row. Found? No. Then again? No. So there is no match for the third. Same way there is no match. There is no match for the fourth. So then once it is done with all the execution of row by row, finding the value based on the customer ID, it produces some result, right? We have prepared one result in front of you, right? For all the 3 rows. Now let's try to understand the SQL Server. And then let's go to the SQL Server and let's see our example of inner join. So that you can relate now and you can, because we did the dry run, now you remember this example, right? So now you remember this is the exact thing we prepared. Adam, and these are the 3 rows we prepared in our dry run. I hope you remember. Just now we did it, right? So this is how we get in a dry run. This is how we get an inner join. So I hope you find this video useful for you. Thank you.